put him on winter front over at mine. Just pulling over here to Napoleon. Ran over to the Loves over yonder and got some fuel. Then I pulled it back over to the shop and talked to them. Had them cranked down on a lug nut that's got some rust coming off of it. And it was fine. It torqued it at 475 and it didn't even move any. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But I seen this guy when I was going over there to get fuel. So I figured I'd pull over real quick and get your eyes on that thing. Houston, Texas. Houston, New York plate though. Oversized. Yeah, man. They got fuel for $3.88 after for credit. And this thing was so backed up, I just said, fuck it, I'm going over there. I got it for $3.93 at the Love. So just figured I'd whip the camera out real quick and show you that Argosy there. I'm getting ready to run to the bank and drop off some cash because I'm headed to North Kakalaki in the morning. Picking up a grain hopper right down the road from the house, that place that I've dropped off before. So that's what's going on. On the show, on the Chad Kagan YouTube channel. Thursday. And we got this little 1995 Merit hopper bottom here, which was a complete pain in the ass this morning when I went to go hook up to it at 9 o'clock. Two of the brake lights and the running light on the driver's side, the harness was completely shredded off. The 3-pin that plug into the light was gone, so I had to pull up to the shop after I had to beat the hell out of every single brake back here on the trailer because they wouldn't release because they were either rusted to the drum or frozen. So that was fun. Drug the one around a little bit. These tires aren't nearly the best. They could be. Maybe the original ones. And it's half full of malarkey that's been rained on because the tarp was open, which I ended up closing it because I don't want it open. I don't want no drag, you know. And I take it up to the front, tell the guy about it, wait 15 minutes, he goes get somebody comes out, they look at it, they don't have a clue. I'm like, this is what you need, dude. So he pops the light off, comes back with a thing, he's like, okay. So I turn on the lights, he climbs under the thing, I climb under the thing, and we figures out which lights are which for a turn signal on it, because I said one's a brake, one's a turn signal. But the turn signal, everything was so like ripped off and shredded, so small. I went and got some wire nuts and not like the nuts, but the ones you cramp on the heat shrink ones, and I ended up doing all the like wire trimming and cutting, and then I put a bunch of those on and extended the wires to where, because he made one harness that was longer, and it took him about 45 minutes. By the time he come out, I had everything ready to just plug and play, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, if I was waiting on this, dude. But I mean, at least they had the stuff, and I didn't have to sit there worry about leaving with no lights, because I hate doing that. And I messaged the broker, but I told those people that I pulled this for, or that I picked it up at the place, I'm like, dude, I live right outside of Defiance. If you guys got crap like this, just call me so you don't have to go through broker, because one of these days, I would like to go out there. They called me and said, hey, we got this trailer. I said, okay, I'll come check it out. Is it there? I'll come check it out, make sure everything's good on it before I commit to something. If not, then I'd say, yeah, go ahead, give it to a broker. Because, I mean, I'll have this thing down be there first thing in the morning. How early can you take this in the morning is what my response is going to be when I call them. How early, because I'm not going to sit around with this trailer. You know, somebody's got to sign for it. So, because I need to try to get moving and make some more money. This ain't going to pay for me to sit around all weekend. There is a load over in Charlotte that goes up to Columbus, Ohio. It is a flatbed, 48-foot flatbed with an air conditioner on it. Some tubs that I seen yesterday, but I didn't call about it because something like this, I don't want to book my next move until I know that this is delivered. A lot of times I'll try to book ahead, but with something like this, I don't know what's going to happen. And the way these tires look, I could lose one, and I think I might have, to be honest with you. This thing just wobbled all over, and I've seen some shit flying, so I may need to do an emergency stop here and check some shit out. So I'm going to pull over real quick and see what's going on here. Oh, we're good. I'm fine. I just want to get out and check because I did see some shit flying, so I wasn't sure if it was something from one of these tires because they're not the best. I wouldn't be shocked if I didn't lose one or two because the back ones are horrible. And one of them looked like they could be recaps or something, so I don't know. That hopper bottom was open and I was losing some of the shit that was in there. It takes some of the weight off, but it's not, I don't know, it's probably all wet and frozen. It looked like it was corn or beans or something that's been wet that's just kind of, it was all black. And you know how corn looks when it kind of blows out and gets waterlogged and stuff. That's kind of how it looked like. So I'm sure that stuff was all wet like mush and then frozen solid because it was 20 degrees yesterday when I picked this thing up, or this morning. And it's been freezing at night, super cold, so it's whatever. I guess I'll just keep my eye on the shit. Maybe I just hit a gust of wind and it kind of shoved me over a little bit too. And looked back and I seen some, so I figured I'd stop. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. But you know how it sounds when a trailer goes or tire goes. Boom! So, other road, 64 I think, and head over to 71 and take it down, 64 down, and 81 connects with it, something like that. I don't know, I don't remember. I looked at the thing earlier. But see how late and dark it is, you know, when we get down here. 9:48, still ain't called the guy yet about the truck trailer. Just ain't done it, so figure I'll wait until I get maybe after I stop for fuel. Probably gonna stop around Wyethville, Virginia. Grab a splash. That's the cheapest I seen because I looked on the trucker path real quick. Back yonder. And that was the cheapest that I had seen to bid. In Wyethville. So, woo! Woo! There's your dips. place where I got pulled in that one time. I had that stupid ass feed trailer that had that pole sticking out of the back, and the lady come over there and she was like, hey, you need a red flag, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all I got is this orange towel. They're like, well, zip tie it up there and go. Freaking lights were coming out and shit. All kinds of stuff. Stop the white line. Okay, that's good enough. And yeah, it didn't last long. She come over there and she's like, put that on and go. Okay, sweetheart.
Driver, can you hear me?
Yeah.
That red guy's been around the block a time or two, ain't it?
It's only got about 600,000 miles on it, to be honest with you. It came from Roanoke, Virginia.
Copy that. Have a safe trip, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate ya. Well, there you have it. That's what's going on, folks. Here I thought he's going to say, why don't you pull around the back and bring in your paperwork. You're missing a license plate. You know, the lady was cool because that time I said agricultural. You drop that word most of the times, they just say have a safe trip and be careful. You betcha. Yeah, come on. What time it is? We doing it. Well, I gotta stop and get a splash. I'm going to wait until I get down 77 north. 81 in Wyattville, then splitting off to 74. I didn't check the directions. I knew it was saying some things right, some things wrong, whatever. Sometimes occasionally it happens, so. Yeah, man, looks old, bud. Still looks nice, though. So I was going to stop in Wyattville for fuel, because it's 4:05, and I was going to get a splash. There is a, that Love's was down on 74, or down on 81, it's past the split. It's 389 there, but I don't want to go out of route, so I was looking on the old Chucker Path app a few minutes ago, back yonder, and I seen a place, some farm place, fuel center, that's got it for $3.79 a gallon. That is between Wyattville and Fancy Gap, so it's like 44 miles away or something. So I figured I'll just stop there, get what I need to. That'll make up for, you know what I mean, if I was paying $4.05 just to get that $50 or 50 gallons for a shower. I've got 3, I'm good. I mean, the next time I get a splash, I'll try to, but I can only do what I can do when I'm doing it. I guess it just depends what side of what state you're on, where you can get decent and cheap fuel, and that's it. So, whatever. When I went and ran that load on Tuesday, truck's used right lane to the tunnel. I ran that load on Tuesday. I got $400 at the Pilot when I should have got 200. Then went back in and got 200. It was 403 a gallon. I said, give me 402. It was 403 a gallon, or 402.9, so it was 403. So I was just off for the gallons, you know. And Big Walker Mountain Tunnel. I come back through after I grabbed that load, and it was $3.95. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. What are you slowing down for? high profile vehicles. I'm low. Cool. Where we going? I wish when I brought Kim down to Florida, it just got dark when we were getting down here. Man, I wanted her to be able to see that overlook so bad. But one of these days, hopefully next month, I'll be able to get her down south. Got me a stop back here in Hillsville. Deep fried bologna sandwiches, some tater tots and a corn dog. $8.75, I think, for all three. That's good too. Well, made it out here, and I can't believe that neither one of these blew. Look at how bald those are. I mean, these things rode the whole time. There's a plug right there. And that thing, I can't, like, it just blows my freaking mind. I'm flabbergasted by this. And there's like, they had chunk missing right there. This is all like a sand pit. And then, you know, you got this lip right here. that I could have swore one of these were gonna blow, but this old boy made it 700 miles. Well, yeah, 600 and 689 miles pretty much. This thing made it, so did fine. This is the stuff that me and that guy had to do yesterday. Well, he got the equipment, I pretty much did it, or the supplies. Wire those in right there because it was ripped off right there because it's missing a thing back here. So I shoved that up there, and I was shocked that that didn't break free or anything like that. It rode the whole time. 35 was horrible. You know how rough that road is, and there's all these other roads that are just completely horrible too. That should be okay. Hopefully that don't plop off, but well, they'll figure it out. They ain't going far. Yeah, pull out of here and then try to find me a load, if you know what I'm saying. Send my stuff over to the broker. That way I can get paid. Well, they can send me a check at least. And then on to the next one. Oh man, what's going on today? Dropped that load off. Ran over to Kinley, North Carolina, where the truck stops were, and found me another load going from West Columbia, South Carolina, out to Lansing, Michigan. Delivers Monday. It's a 40-foot little trailer with those piggyback trailers, you know what I mean, that they can throw a forklift on. It's just a trailer without the forklift, but always like coming by this place. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to get Kim down here. I think she'd really like this. Be cool to check out, you know. Eat some Mexican food, maybe get a sombrero or some, you know, one of those little Mexican throw over things there. South Carolina. Come on and raise up. Be cool to check out for a day. You know, take some pictures, things like that. Eat some food if anything's open. I don't know. But yeah, headed over there. Should be over there around 3. I'm gonna stop and get splash here. We got Loves up here that's got pretty decent price, $3.85. So be able to get about 51 gallons, another shower, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this traffic is just killing me. It's nothing but construction on 95 in North Carolina. It seems like until about 15 miles until the border, so it's complete clusterfuck, you know what I mean? Well, I'm back, showered and fresh. I'm in West Columbia, South Carolina right now. I just pulled into this TA Petro because it's got the bowling alley and Quaker Steak and Lube in here. I was over at the Loves and showered because that's where I got 3 shower credits for, because that's where I got my cheapest fuel and everything. And I was at a Pilot earlier when I had stopped and found this load and booked it, and I was going to shower then, but I thought, man, I'm going to get up here, grab this trailer, make sure I got it, shower, get something to eat, grab a beer, pass out for, you know what I'm saying, take my 10 now, that way I can wake up later and drive through the night, because this trailer is pretty decent. The tires and everything's good on it. So let's get out and do a walk around real quick, since I didn't do one when I picked it up, because I was at a place of business. So this little guy's 40-footer. Probably go through later and make sure those are all good before I take off. Some of those want to hang down and flop around and shit like that. So yeah, these are all super nice though. Look at all the tread on that. And I do not believe that's a recap double coin. So that's a Otani. That's different. But this thing's on the back. This does have bags. First time I've ever pulled anything with this. The last one I pulled to Florida didn't have this. All that stuff was missing. But this is on here. But the bag's lifted up high enough. They're still lifted right now. I shouldn't have any problems unless I hit something in the road. I mean, these are all okay. These must be recaps. I don't know, because they're all different, but they all got super tread. So hopefully they'll be decent. I mean, I've pulled worse, you know that. But that's trucking. This guy right here is maybe a problem that I might need to throw a strap on him later before I take off. That way I don't have any issues with that coming undone, because that's the last thing we need, is that thing coming undone and flopping around or anything like that. Looks like they hit something, but that's it. Other than that, all the lights work on it, except for one that is back here. Yeah, see, I gave myself plenty of room because I knew I didn't want to back up and hit no curb and take that out. this guy ain't working, but I'm really not too worried about it after you know, that DOT officer come over the thing yesterday. Besides, all those scale houses are going to be closed. This thing weighs 20K is what the sign says, but truck's still pretty clean for the most part. Did get a little muddy earlier when I was going to deliver that load to that guy because his driveway was nothing but sand. Fortunately I escaped without getting too dirty. These were all nasty, but I'm sure by now they all shook off from the roads and stuff. But when I pulled out of there, I pulled over in a ditch on the side of the road because there was a big enough spot to where I could drive and clean off the tires a little bit, all the sand that was stuck on there. But yeah, that's it. That's what'll be taking us home. I'll probably get there tomorrow sometime. I really don't care. Just didn't want to drive right now and get stuck up in Charlotte. You know how it is. Charlotte is usually pretty busy, and it can be pretty busy, and I don't want to deal with that. I'm just not in the mood, so I'm just cleaning off my shit here. So I got some dirt grime on here because it did this morning when I went to drop that. The truck was super wet with just dew and stuff because it had rained over there, and I did roll through some sections where it was freshly coated with rain, but I still didn't get the truck dirty, so that was nice. So I'm gonna go in this place and check it out. Maybe I'll bust out some Snapchats on my phone or nothing. I'm not gonna take the GoPro. If I see something cool, I'll just video it real quick. Maybe I'll say something, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just put some music behind it. But I'm sure some of you guys have been there, and if you've been there, say something to me. Let me know what you think about this place. So there was all reserved up in the front, and then I got this spot I had to jackknife and back it in blind side a little bit, but we got her. So yeah, hopefully the bugs won't be too bad tonight either. Weather should be decent, so I figure I'll be able to. It's like I'm probably an hour plus away from Charlotte, so I figure if I get up around 10 or something, cruise up there, get up to Charlotte around 11, I should be able to slide right through, hit Fancy Gap at about 1:30, and then just cruise up that and then be on 77. So by the time I get anywhere, I'll probably hit Charleston, West Virginia by the time stuff starts cracking. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll slide through that still before anybody's up, and I'll be on 35 headed up, because then all I gotta do is hit Dayton. I'm not really worried about that. Once I hit Dayton, I'm home free. So that's what's up. That's what's going on today. And I'll be home tomorrow sometime. Don't really matter when. I mean, I could pull in Sunday. It doesn't matter. This don't deliver until Monday, so that's what it is. But yeah, I was lucky to get this. First, my factoring company, I went to try and factor the broker, and it said insufficient data. So then I had messaged them again through, like, straight messaged them, and they said I was approved to factor. Because when I talked to the broker the first time, he's like, yeah, we've factored with them before, but this isn't the first person that said that to us about Treadstone. So I called back and I said, yeah, I just emailed them directly, and they said it was good to go. So it's good to go. So I boogied over here, grabbed it, grabbed a splash over, and as soon as I crossed over to South Carolina at the Loves, it was $389. It's $380 over there. So I figure it might be cheaper, closer to like Rock Hill and stuff like that. I just haven't looked yet. I've been just super busy, so it's what it is. But yeah, be doing it. There's a bowling alley over there. Music sucks, but that's what it is, I guess. I'll go over there in a minute and shoot it. I mean, this place got full bar at the Petro here. Quaker Steak and Lube, baby. We got video games for days. We can do some bowling. Spin to win. I think what's cool is the balls out here that they have are sick. I'm gonna set this down over here and go in there and wash my hands real quick. We have all kinds of stuff out here. Skee ball, basketball, racing motorcycles. Check out these balls. These balls are the shit. These things are sick. These are nice too. You got fucking couches out here. Sit out there and chill max. Do what you want to. Do some bowling. If I was going to reset, this is the kind of place I would want to reset. But I never find these places when I'm resetting, if you know what I mean. I get stuck in crummy places with shitty food usually. I can have a good old time out here. Resetting. I'd be drinking. Well, we are just trucking down the road here. It's about 1:12. I woke up at midnight. Actually 11:45. I had the alarm set for it, and I got up and kind of put myself together, threw the bunk together because I always put all the shit over there in the passenger seat. So I put everything back here and whatnot, and did a walk around, you know, stuff like that, get the grogginess out. Filled my logs out for yesterday and then today because I wasn't sure what time I'd get up, and you know, the hours passed and stuff like that. So ran up to the store, grabbed a cup of coffee, and I was on my way. Probably stop up here at the 77 at the 19 and grab a final splash before I take off, and then I'll probably have to stop again when I get up to Ohio somewhere. Can't remember the last time when I came down here if I stopped at Rock Hill and I made it all the way up to Lima or not. I think I might have. I got 614 miles to go, so I'll have under 500 because that's 30 some. So yeah, I'll probably have to stop in Lima with this. I don't know if I came this way or if I was going another way. I honestly can't remember. It's been that long, but yeah, I'm just trucking. This is my favorite time at night to truck because there's really not a ton of traffic. I mean, I got some people coming up behind me, but other than that, it's pretty dead out here. So I'm just trucking and doing it. You know, I'll do it until I can't do it no more. And I'll probably be home around noon. It says 10:51, but there ain't no way I'm gonna be home that early since I got stopped for splash and probably stop again and you know, use the restroom and stuff like that because I don't carry a piss jug or anything like that on me. So I need, once in a while, I need to stop and get out. The other day when I come down, I had drove from I stopped in Lima and put that top on, that cover on that wagon, and then I stopped in Billsville or some shit like that, Virginia, and I could barely walk when I got out, but I also pulled everything trying to get that tarp over the top because it was messed up. But that's trucking, man, and sometimes that's how it is, dude. You get stiff, especially when it's cold. So unfortunately, I'm leaving 70+ degree weather. It was kind of a chore to pass out last night because when I got done eating and stuff, got back out to the truck, it was 72 outside, but I mean, it felt like it was 80 degrees in the truck because I was sitting right in the sun and it was just beating down in the window. So I closed up the bunk and threw my little things over in front of the window just to block the sun and try to keep some of the heat out. But man, I laid back here and I was lucky to pass out. I probably slept maybe 4 hours, I'd say, something like that. And it was a good enough nap for me to you know, feel refreshed when I woke up. If I get tired when I'm coming home, I'll just pull over and pass out. Really don't matter. It's not like I'm not on no schedule or anything. I get home when I get home. So yeah, I'm just trucking out here. Midnight maniac. And you know, just doing it like let the good times roll. And I was hoping to catch the old sunrise in Fancy Gap. I think that'd be cool someday to do. But that's gonna have to do right here for me probably. Jesus Christ, fucking on 35. I ran through Charleston and there was no traffic whatsoever. I was shocked. It was about 6 o'clock when I went through there. And I mean, I felt like I was literally, there was no traffic around me, kind of like this right here. There's no one out here, which is fine with me because this road sucks anyways. I just had some jackass freaking potholes all over on the right side, and I'm trying to like swerve a little bit to miss them and run a little bit. This dude's just sitting there right beside beside me and not going and not slowing down. Then he jams on his brakes and I'm like, just fucking go by me, why don't ya? I don't understand people sometimes. Let's get some more over there. Hey man, look at that. Hey man. Pretty morning. Once I get up here in Ohio, it's gonna be pouring, so I'm gonna have to run through some storms, which kind of sucks, because I'm really not trying to wash the truck every time I'm up here every other day or every day. I'm going down south after the stupid total eclipse of the heart that's gonna happen on April 8th. I'm leaving and I don't know when I'm coming back. Because I'm tired of being up here in 20 degrees. I don't want to sleep with a truck idling if I don't have to. I need to get back down to Florida. Besides that 75 Chrome Shop show is in the end of the month, so I'm gonna tell Kim, look, after this, because she said she wanted me to be home for that just in case something happens, because well, you never know what's going to happen. Always got things that, possibilities that could happen. You could get attacked anytime, you know. And that's kind of a time when we're not going to be paying attention, so shit could happen. But anyways, I'm telling her after that, I'm leaving and not coming back until I feel like I'm ready to come back home, because I've been home for too long. I'm tired of this weather. I want to go back down there and enjoy some sunshine. And, you know, the beach before it gets way too hot. I mean, spring break's probably happening. I'm gonna miss all that, but that 75 Chrome Shop show would be cool to go to. Won't be able to have my truck in it, but I know people that are gonna be there, vendors, etc. So go check out the trucks anyways, and then move along. And then I want to get down there before it gets too hot, and I don't want to go down there. That way I make sure that I get all that stuff done and taken care of, you know, out the way. But yeah, not too bad of a drive. I got 4 hours and 13 minutes left is what it says, 260 miles. Yep, 259. So I figure once I get over on Dayton, if I need to, hopefully I can last till, I don't know if I'm going to be able to last that long, but if I can get up to Sydney, that loves up there, and get some fuel around that area, I'll be happy. I won't have to spend a ton of money out of my pocket. I can just do the old 200 roundup and I'll be straight. But I don't really want to have to get fuel anywhere between here and there, because it's like $4 and probably 40 cents a gallon, which is ridiculous. I don't understand Ohio. Maybe it's the counties, I don't know. But I was in Mount Airy over by the Bottomley Enterprises section, and the Sheets had fuel for $3.64, and then right across the road at the Pilot it was $4.40, and I'm like, are you kidding me? But it's just, I don't get it, man. Dead. Hold on. Oh, there goes the chain. The old chain game's coming undone. Yep. Just leave these roads how they are and just put a sign up instead of fixing them. That's real fucking smart, right? So irritating running this junk. Well, made her to Lima, and I got a hole in my airline down here, laying up against the transmission metal line. So what I'm going to do is, I got a hose clamp. I'm going to cut a chunk of rubber hose there, and I'm going to stick it over it, clamp it down, fire up the truck, see if it still hisses, and hopefully make it home about an hour from the house, 45 minutes. Then I'll get a new line made. But this fucking sucks. That's trucking, right? Well, my buzzer's not going. I got a chunk of rubber hose and 3 clamps on that thing. It's still pissing out, but I might be able to make it home. I might need to slide that down. Slide it down some and clamp it again, because it's still pissing out, but should be able to get home. And then I'll maybe steal a line from Frank until I can get one made, since I got to deliver this Monday. I'd like to do it first thing. I don't want to have to stop and sit around if anything, you know what I mean, worst case scenario. That's what I'll do. I'll steal one from Frank, but I should be able to get home with this. I'm gonna sit here and let it build air, because I mean it's staying pretty consistent and not leaking out too much. So I mean, besides that, it's just the piss, but that's what it is. That's trucking. At least I know it's not dying. It wasn't dying unless I would hit the brakes and it would try to build air. And that's what I noticed. I was in Lima, I turned a corner, next thing you know, I just got off the interstate on 81, and then I seen it was like that. Yeah, it's slowly building. Let's see if I give a little juice, if I can get it to go up. Yeah. Not much, but enough. I mean, I can move the truck right now as is, but I'm gonna turn it back off and go back here and cramp that thing down. Actually, I might just leave it run. I don't know. We'll see, but I should be able to get it home. Either way, I just gotta put the kibosh down on it a little bit better, if you know what I mean. Well, it's building there. It cycled off about, that's probably the 6th time now, so I'm good. I'll be able to get home, swap that one out from Frank, or I'll probably just take that one off and fix it, because I can do that. And at least when I'm at home, I'll be able to put some stuff on. I'll probably get some of that JB Weld stuff. It's like the mud you mix together, not the tacky stuff, but like the goo, you know what I mean? I'll put some goo on that, or maybe some vulcanizing rubber or something like that, and actually like patch it up, and then you know, put that rubber back over to where there's no leak, and I'll let it dry and sit overnight. I'll take that whole hose off and I'll be able to do that. So that's a quick fix on the fly. I highly recommend having hose clamps. You know, I almost took that big hose out because I thought I don't need that big hose. There's a couple of chunks of hose for the radiator hose. It's that big hose that I don't think it's supposed to be that big hose. I just think that's what they put on. And then the other stuff's the smaller hose. So I've got both just in case I need both. But every time I take a chunk of that big hose off, I always end up putting a small chunk on when I replace it, because it's the size I need, you know. So, well, this guy's gonna make a fucking complete stop before he could have turned there. Nope, that's okay. Oh, now you don't want to turn there, you want to go? Is that the wrong road? Figure it out here, pal. Uncle Chad don't have time to deal with this. Tell him, Gamones. But, well, I mean, I'll be getting home at least, and then I'll be able to fix it, so nothing I can't do if I don't have to do it. Figure out where you're going, would ya? Yeah, give you some of that. How you like me now? And it's still building, so we are good. We're good. I'm glad that happened when it happened. I mean, I don't, you know, it was fine. I thought I heard something when I was going through Dayton. I thought I could hear something, and I thought, man, is the turbo? Is there something loose on the turbo? Because I could hear a shh, and that's probably what it was.